disease or condition.
Good morning, Fayetteville with Gilbert Bays. On WFNC, News Talk 640 AM and now at 103.5 HD2. Your information crossroads, WFNC.
News Talk 640 WFNC. Here we go. Chairman of the board. You know, I've got Dr. Warren Mcdonald in here lip syncing that song entirely. Were you singing it, or were you just kind of? I had your mic off for a second, but then I turned it on. I was going to say, I want to hear you hit some notes.
Oh, well, now we can do that in a little bit. We can do that, but listen, that is the man. That is my brother Ken Knox.
Well, look, guys, hey, Ken, are you on the phone with me right now? Ken?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Hey, look.
Can you?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. Hey, you know the beach, the beach music that you guys sing is shag music, and it's not the surfboard music out in California. There's a difference, right. And you have been at this for quite some time. 73 when you started.
Yes, I joined in 1973. It was a dream come true for me.
And
growing up in Detroit. Sorry.
Well, this is Ken Knox. He's at his home in Charlotte. You got a #1 hit in England and France. I've got Warren McDonald in here, Dr. Warren McDonald, who is the beach music guru in our area, and that's what it says underneath your name on the screen right there. You told me about Ken and this #1 record that's over there. What's the name of the record?
Baby, You're the Melody.
You're the melody.
Right.
Yeah.
And is that the one that was just being played?
That's it.
You see, and Kenny Hitman McLean is the man. I mean, he just worked it out. We got it. We put the song up there. Kenny, your thoughts? You heard the beat and all that stuff there? Your thoughts?
I loved it. I've been shagging for like 30, 40 years. And then when Ken, I got him on the phone, and Ken and I have an experience because of a little town. Remember where I always talked about Belmont, North Carolina? Tell him about it, Ken, because I love that show when I saw you. And we got a street festival there all the time, and you're very popular.
Well, tell us about it.
We're very fortunate to be popular. General Danny and myself, we opened up that series. It was called Friday Night Live.
Yes, sir.
In Belmont, and everybody, like you mentioned, people all over the place. And the first year, years after that, I became the talent coordinator for the city for about 5 years, and actually put Belmont on the map in regards to the concert series.
Yes, sir.
In North Carolina.
Main Street would go.
Great.
Well, here's the thing, Ken. The Beach Boys were around a little bit before you got on board in '73, and here we are in 2026, and the music is as popular as ever. Now we got Warren McDonald in here. I think you're the beach music guru. Why is this music so popular even now?
It's loving music. It's not negative. It's positive kind of sounds. It's the kind of music that we remember from the beach, from the good times. It's got a positive message. It's soul, rhythm and blues, and it's wonderful music that gives us an opportunity to express positive feelings.
I said anytime I'm still a DJ, and anytime I play for different groups and they wanted to shag, and they didn't think I know what beach music was. You know, I like the Embers. I love beach music. That's one of my
Thank you.
it's one of my favorites. And
I was on that. I enjoyed.
I know
it very much.
you know, and that's you know that's the one thing. But they would say, could you play some Motown? Because there was an awful lot of shagging that was done to a lot of the Motown music. Ken, you're from Detroit. What's your connection to the Motor City and Barry Gordy and all those folks? Any connection at all?
Yeah, I grew up in, like you said, I'm from Detroit. Can you hear me?
Yeah. That was Warren interjecting that you were right down the street.
Yeah, right, I was right down the street, but on the corner of my street were one of the members of the Capitals, Cool Jerk. You remember that song?
Oh, on people, cool jerk. Ah, let me hear you walking down the street down. Yeah, do I remember that song? Of course, I'm a DJ. Go ahead.
Oh my God, yes. And then around the corner was one of the Four Tops. He's passed on now. What else? Oh yeah.
Cool jerk.
Yeah.
Cool jerk. You know, there was something about that music that just came on. There's no way that you could not dance.
That's right.
Now, for those of you who don't know, Ken Knox, who lives in Charlotte, on the phone with us right now, was a saxophone player, and they put you, I think, in the background of the group initially. Then eventually, you kind of moved forward, and you're a songwriter as well, and of course, fantastic vocals. You're a young guy, and all of a sudden, you're with these guys with the Beach Boys. Your thoughts about the evolution of your career? How did that make you feel?
Like I said earlier, it was a dream. I used to go watch the group when I was in high school. And then when I got out of high school, I had the opportunity to audition. And when I walked into Invictus Records, all my music heroes were standing there. I don't know if you're familiar with the Funkadelics.
Come on now, Ken, I'm insulted. Oh. Parliament Funkadelic.
Okay.
I mean, they rewrote
there you go.
everything.
Bootsy.
You know, and when George Clinton had his tour and he landed in Philadelphia in a spaceship, I saw that in person. Okay, and that you know, they're innovators like that just change the dynamics of how music was done. Warren, you look like you want to interject here and say something.
Well, if you've ever met George, innovation, he's a nut. But he's a tremendous nut.
Yeah.
And he's sampled by so many people right now.
Macy Yo.
That's right. Macy, and, you know, so it's just amazing. Go ahead, Ken. I hate to cut you off there.
All right. No, this is great. So what I'm saying is when I walked in, there's Eddie Hazel, guitarist, Bernie Worrell on keyboards, Billy Bass on bass, Tiki Fullwood on drums. Those are my musical heroes. What had happened was they had taken a break from George, and they were the touring band for chairman of the board. And so I came in as a saxophonist. And through the years, one of the guys, Harrison Kennedy, he left. He left the group. And at that point, General said, it's time for you to move up. I'm saying, oh, my God, come on. And so General actually said, it's your time. And I thank General and Danny for the opportunity to keep this legacy alive, and Dr. Warren McDonald for believing in me.
Well, you know, I think everybody needs someone to believe in them. And, you know, I do a lot of karaoke, and so I hear a lot of good singers. And the only difference between a really good singer and Beyonce or whatever it might be is the connection that singer has with someone who can make it happen for them. Agreed, Warren? I see
exactly correct.
You know, I mean, there's a lot of good church singers now, but there's something that's not giving them the connection that they need to break through. And a lot of people don't know this. I've had the potential to sign with Catawba Records, Richard Mack up in New York. His daughter, Eleanor Grant, sang the answer to Marvin Gaye's Sexual Healing. and I got to meet Richard Mack.
Oh, wow.
And in meeting him, I wrote a song called "The Ultimate Test," and Richard Mack heard it, and he said, "Gilbert, why'd you write that song?" I said, "It's motivational. Kids are going to hear it. It was a rap song. Kids are going to hear it." He said, "You want to do something with that?" I said, "Yes, I do." He said, "Well, why'd you write it?" I told him, and he said, in no uncertain terms, "That's a bunch of S. We don't write music like that. We write music to make money. If this song doesn't make money, it's no good to me." And he didn't want to give me the points that I wanted for overseas, so I turned down the deal, and it never got published. But I used the lyrics in it as a motivational speak when I talk with folks at high schools and things like that. But anyway, so we all have had some experiences in the industry, and the industry can eat you up.
Absolutely.
So how do you survive all these years, Ken, and not getting eaten up? It's clearly a love for the music.
It's
Absolutely. You know,
it's a deep love, and it's important that we keep it alive. I go back to my days with the Drifters and traveling up and down the road as a young man. Those things are important. They're not going to die as long as I'm breathing. And Kim Knox is keeping a legacy alive that was not originally our beach music thing. Ken, tell them how you got down here.
so General Johnson was in a group called The Showman from years back. And so when the record company, Invictus Records, folded, Jones said, "Hey, let's go south and play this, play the beach circuit." I said, "The beach circuit? What do you mean, like Beach Boys stuff?" He said, "No, man, it's rhythm and blues." And this is in 1979. So basically, he called artists of that time period for beach music, because the kids, like Warren said, they could dance to it. It was feel-good music. So we came down, set up a recording company called Surfside Records. We had a booking agency called General Entertainment. And that's how I've been able to survive, with the love of the fans who love General, Danny, and myself. And that's how I'm able to survive. And I am so humbled and honored to still continue our legacy.
Well, look, Ken, I'm going to make you promise that you're going to come back on with me, because I got to move on to my next guest, and we could talk about this for an hour. And what I want to do is, we've got an event coming up for the Care Clinic in March. Give us a little nuts and bolts on that real quick before we get out of here.
Gilbert, thank you so much. The Care Clinic, a lot of people really don't know what it is, I'm surprised to say. But it's been here since 1991, does fantastic work for people who need access to health care.
Who don't have insurance.
Exactly.
Well, I was here when it started and did the story on the sister who started that thing with the doctors.
Sister Jean. Volunteer doctors and nurses, dentists, pharmacists, everyone that serves there, and they see a large number of patients. I was asked some time ago to join the board and to work in development, trying to help raise money. One way that I know that people will come is to listen to the music. We've been doing other things to raise money for a long time. I asked Ken to help this time, and with all the things he's doing, he is doing a great job for us, coming down here to help support the Care Clinic. It's the second annual Beach Blast. We did the first one last year. My group, Classic Soul, and the chairman of the board, listen, and we have got some wonderful shag dance instructors that are going to be with us again this year.
What's the date and location?
March 15th. It's a Sunday afternoon. Gates 4 Country Club inside the ballroom. Rain or shine, baby.
Okay. Well, look, and I promise you, we're going to have you back, and we're going to talk about that. Ken, you okay with us calling you again? Or I don't know if you're going to be in favor. We'll bring you in the studio. I know you're a busy man, but we'll talk with you on the phone and get you back here.
Okay.
and revisit this. And next time I'll make us a little bit more time so we can really get into this, because the history of this is just unbelievable.
Wait a minute. No pun intended. Give me just a little more time.
Ah! My love will surely grow, baby, baby. Oh man! Well, look, I could spend an hour talking to you guys. Warren McDonald, the guru of beach music. We appreciate you. We love you, and we love that you're in our community, man.
Thank you so much.
And we'll get you back on the air. Kenny, we're going to skip the news and go straight to commercials on News Talk 640 WFNC.
My brother,
This
thank you so
report
much.
is